In my coaching practice, I deal with some very powerful men that have surprisingly a lot of insecurities. Hi, my name is Uriel Mesa and I'm with KTSLifeCoaching.com. And you would be amazed at how you can be a person who is very powerful, somebody who's way up there in the food chain, but you suffer from so many insecurities. So these are the men that sometimes they are just a little bit over the top when they talk to someone. And what I mean by that is they might talk down to their employees. They might berate them in front of other people. They might be the kind of boss that people have to walk on tippy toes whenever they walk past his office because he's just the kind of guy that just blows his stack all the time, or he's constantly yelling at people, or he's always just not in a good mood and not somebody that you would want to work with. So this is part of why they come to me, because they get to the point where they feel as though they're not getting the respect that they believe that they're putting out to other people. But once I help to shine the light, in front of them and put the mirror up in front of them as well, then they start to realize that their behavior is a result of their extreme insecurities. Once they become aware of that, then we start working around, what do you want to do about it? How do you want to handle this? What are some ways that you can change this? But my biggest thing, which I love, is where did these insecurities first originate from? What made you think that being such an asshole was going to get you from point A to point B? Maybe it did when you were in your 20s and 30s, but by the time you get to be in your 40s, the bait just doesn't work anymore. It's like trying to get people to do something for you. Wait, I'm gonna stop there. It's not a good metaphor. It's kind of the cliche metaphor where you can attract, I'm gonna make this up. You can attract, put a worm or a piece of corn on a fishing line, or you can put a piece of coal. And more than likely, you're probably gonna catch a lot more fish if you put a worm or a piece of corn on as opposed to a piece of coal. I don't know, how do you get a piece of coal on a fishing line? But you kind of get the gist of it. And so, but these men are still using coal to try to get the results that they're looking for. So anyway, again, I help them to figure out what it is that they're doing, and we dive deep into their past to figure out where this mindset or this way of thinking originated from. Because sometimes it could be that my parents were like this, and I had great respect for them. So, that's how they got shit done. And so that's what I'm going to do as well. That was a whole different time. Now, that was probably maybe maybe not 60s, but like 70s and 80s. And now we're in the 25th century, whatever, 2025. And so things are different. People realize that they have choices, and if somebody doesn't like to work with somebody, they move on. And if you're the kind of boss that you're trying to get shit done, and then your employees are constantly leaving, or you might even have a mass exodus, this starts with you. You're at the top of the food chain, and if shit isn't getting done, it's not because you hired terrible employees. It's probably because you're not leading as effectively as you could. And again, it starts with you. So we figure out what your insecurities are. We change the way you see yourself, change your perspectives, and then you become a much better leader. Anyway, I am rambling. I do that a lot. I'm so sorry. Okay, again, it's been a pleasure. My name is Uriel Mesa, and I'm with KTSLifeCoaching.com. Thank you so much.